Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Khulasat-un-Nahw Lesson number 5. In this lesson, it talks about wahid, which means singular, tathniya, which means dual, and jama', which means plural. So singular is one, dual would be two, plural would be three or more. Wahid, tathniya, jama'. In Arabic, we have three forms. In other languages, we often just have a singular form and then two or more becomes plural. But in Arabic, we have a different form for one or for two, and then we have three or more is separate. So you have wahid, tathniya, and jama'. The noun in which only one individual is understood is known to be wahid. Wahid refers to one, or mufrad. For example, Muslimun. Muslimun will mean one Muslim man. The noun in which two individuals are understood are known to be tathniya. And tathniya would be dual. For example, Muslimani, meaning two Muslims, two Muslim men. The noun in which three individuals are understood is known as jama', three or more. For example, Muslimuna. Muslimuna will mean three or more Muslim men. There are two types of jama'. Number one is a jama' which is salim. Number two is a jama' which is mukassar. Jama' salim means a sound plural. Jama' mukassar means a broken plural. Let's see what is jama' salim and what is jama' mukassar. Jama' salim is a plural form in which the singular form of the word remains salim, remains safe. The singular form is not broken. All that happens is something is added to the end. So this jama' is known as jama' salim. It is a sound plural. For example, when you say the word muslimuna, what was the singular form for one Muslim? It was muslimun. Singular Muslim, muslimun. When Muslim, you want to make it into plural, it becomes Muslimuna. So in Muslimuna, is the singular form of Muslim still there? Yes. The only thing you have done is added a waw and a noon at the end. So this kind of plural, where the singular form remains, it is called Jama' Salim. Or it is known as Jama' Tashih. Okay, a sound plural this is, in other words. Number two was Jama' Mukassar, a broken plural. What happens in a broken plural? The singular form of the word is broken and changed, and then it is made into a plural form. For example, Rajulun, which means a man, one man. But when you make it into a plural, you will say, for many men, you say Rijalun. So look, Rajulun has become Rijalun. Has the word remained the same? Has the singular form remained there? No, because Rajul has changed into Rijal. So therefore the singular form has broken. So this is a broken plural. In the plural form, you have broken the singular form. So this is called Jama' Mukassar. And whereas in the Jama' Salim, the sound plural, look, you had Muslim as singular, Muslimuna as plural. The singular form remained intact. Therefore, that was Jama' Salim, a sound plural, but this is a broken plural, Jama' Mukassar, where the singular form is broken. So, Rajulun becomes Rijalun. And there's many examples in the Arabic language which you will learn, which fall under these patterns. Next point we need to understand is that Jama' Salim, the sound plural, there are two types. It could be Jama' Mudhakkar Salim, a plural which is masculine and sound, or it could be Jama' Mu'annath Salim. It could be a plural which is feminine and sound. So depending on whether they are masculine and feminine, a sound plural can be of two types. The Jama', the plural which is made of waw or noon at the end. Okay? Which has a waw and noon at the end, to say, put simply. If you look in the book, you can see it would be a waw sakina which has a dhamma before it, a pesh before it, and noon zabarna at the end. Or it could be a ya sakina which has a zair, a kasra before it, and noon zabarna at the end. Like una or ina. If it has this at the end, for example, muslimuna, muslimina, then this sign is for Jama Mudhakkar Salim, a sound masculine plural. A sound masculine plural will have una or hina at the end, and then we will understand that this is a sound masculine plural. As for the sound feminine plural, Jama Muannath Salim, what sign will that have at the end? It will have an alif with a zabar before it, with a fatha before it, and then it will have a ta at the end. And this ta could be madmoom, or it could be maksur. It could have do pesh, or it might have do zair, like atin or atun at the end. For example, muslimatin, muslimatun. Okay, muslimatun, muslimatin, which refers to many Muslim women. This is a Jama' Mu'annath Salim, a sound feminine plural. So what were the signs of a sound masculine plural? They were if it had a waw noon at the end or a ya noon at the end. And the sign of a sound feminine plural was that it has an alif and ta at the end. When you read the examples and go through them, inshallah, it will become clearer. Other things we also need to learn in this lesson is if we add on a wahid, on a singular form, if we add alif and noon at the end or ya noon at the end in this way. Let's have a look in the book. An alif which has a zabar before it and then noon zair ni, ani at the end. Or a ya sakina which has a zabar before it and noon zair ni at the end. Like ani or aini. If we add these at the end of a singular form, a wahid, then these words become dual. They become tathniya, two. Let's see the example. For example, you have Muslimun. Muslim is one Muslim man. But what do you add on the end? Ani. You make it Muslimani. It becomes two Muslim men. Or Muslimaini with the ya noon at the end. Muslimaini. Then it becomes two Muslim men. Also, as we've learned previously, when you add una or ina at the end of a wahid form, which is male, this first one also referred to a male, then the first one could be for male or female. For example, if you want to make a female form of a Muslim, for example, Muslimatun, which is one female woman, and you want to make it into a dual, it could also be done in the same way. Muslimataini, muslimatani. So what do you add on the end? Ani or aini. Then that makes the singular form into dual form. Okay? We will write these down inshallah, and then when they are written in front of you, you can clearly see the patterns. Then we also mentioned una and ina. If you add that on the end, a singular male form becomes a plural. How? Muslimun, if you add on una, it becomes muslimuna. Or if you add ina at the end, it becomes muslimina. Then in these, the singular form becomes a plural form, means many Muslim men. Then we mention also, this will become Jama Mudhakkar Salim, the sound masculine plural. Number 3, the sound feminine plural, Jama Muannath Salim. How does it become a sound feminine plural? When you add alif ta at the end, which we discussed a short while ago. How would you make Muslimatun into a plural, a single Muslim woman into many Muslim women? You add at the end, alif ta. So Muslimatun becomes Muslimatun, or you can say Muslimatin. So that will become a sound feminine plural. Number 4, it mentions some scales of Jama Mukassar. So we discussed Jama Salim, the sound plurals. Now these are the broken plurals. These plurals are the ones in which the singular form no longer remains intact, but it breaks and it changes into a plural form. For example, let's see some examples here. Aqlamun is on the pattern of af'al. Af'alun. So af'alun is a scale, is a pattern upon which broken plurals come. Another pattern of broken plurals will be fi'latun. Fi'latun. Broken plural words will come on this pattern. Fi'latun. For example, ghilmatun. A third pattern would be af'ulun. So when you see Arabic words which are on this pattern of af'ulun, then we know it is, it could be a broken plural, a jama' mukassar. For example, anfusun. Anfusun comes on the pattern of af'ulun, therefore it is a broken plural. Af'ilatun. Af'ilatun is another pattern. If also broken plurals come on this pattern. For example, the word al-sinatun. A fifth pattern he mentions here is fa'alilu. Fa'alilu. Some broken plurals come on this pattern. For example, darahimu. Okay, dirhams. Another broken plural is mafa'ilu. A pattern of broken plural is mafa'ilu. So some Arabic words such as masajidu, which means mosques, masjids. Yeah. So masajidu comes on the pattern of mafa'ilu. These 6 patterns here, if you just revise these, af'alun, fi'latun, af'ulun, af'ilatun, fa'alilu, and mafa'ilu, then you should understand that broken plurals come on these 6 patterns. They could come on others as well, but these are mentioned here in the book. So try to revise these. Lastly, that ism, that noun which is not a jama, but comes in the meaning of a jama, is known as ism jama, is known as a plural noun. For example, it doesn't have a singular form. So it just comes as a one word which refers to a group or many people. Let's see the examples and you'll understand. For example, the word qawmun. Qawmun means a nation. Does nation have a singular form? No. Nation refers to a collective group, to a large amount of people. So qawmun, or it could be referred to a tribe. So this is known as ism jama. It is known as ism jama. And rahatun as well is similar. Again, it refers to a large group of people, but it is known as ism jama.